All right, guys, what is up? We are just finishing up the night of my local pre-release. It was a great time pulling for set OP12, the One Piece trading card game. The event was a blast with all of my awesome locals. The pulls were nothing to scoff at. That being said, I did get one box of product left that I wanted to save and open with you guys. But before we do, I've got to show off this absolutely stunning pull from tonight, the Ace SP. I pulled this tonight at the pre-release event, and I could not believe how nice, if the camera will focus, man, like it's literally textured, the foiling is incredible, and it looks even better in person. Hopefully this did not take away from the luck we will have with pulling from this box. I'm hoping that we will have still some potential left over. Outside of that, I also pulled the alt art of the Searcher for Rayleigh that I'm blanking on, the red, or not Searcher, I think it's a red creature. It's the one, maybe the Boa or the Shiku. Regardless, I pulled that and I was able to trade that as well as some other stuff for the alt art Jewelry Bonnie Secret, which is really, really stunning. My other hit for the box was the base Jewelry Bonnie. So fortunately I was able to get a hold of 2 out of the 4 of those that I'm going to need for my law deck, as well as the promo that goes along with the pre-release that comes with this set, which is this Kobe card here. I'll give you a second, you can pause so that you can read over this card if you don't know what it does or you're not familiar with it. I'm stoked about this card for Smoker, Red Green Smoker. This is an awesome card. Most people, when they saw this, they thought originally of Kobe, obviously the red black Kobe leader. But for me, the first thought I had was, man, that is going to be killer in Red Green Smoker. Okay, so I've already opened up the side here so that I did not have to bring my cutting tool onto camera. But outside of that, we have not touched this box. So let's go ahead and start getting ready, and we will get this thing opened up. I really like these packs a lot. The Zoro and Mihawk theme. I mean, I don't know many people that don't like Zoro and Mihawk as characters, so obviously this was going to be a pretty popular set. Let's go. This is gonna look weird, but just how I go about my pack openings. I'm doing sets of 3 packs. Everything will be opened in sets of 3. One of the reasons for that, just full transparency, is so that I can turn it into shorts content. Because that way I can do 3 packs per short, and it lets me use my box openings and spoiler, my case openings for a couple of sets we've got coming up here, and I can utilize the boxes and cases for long form and short form content. Okay, so let's start. We'll just kind of pile those bad boys up here, like so, and then we will get started. You guys feel free to skip around if you want. It's not a big deal. Obviously, you don't have to sit here and wait for me to crack open every single pack. So I don't know if I'm the only one that does this, but every single pack, as soon as I tear it, the first thing I do is take a peek at that backside to see if we're looking at an alt leader. In this case, we are not. If you're not familiar, the alt leaders are always the back card of the pack, and they will have the red back on them. All right, so Shiki Karasu. Okay, this Karasu, I'm not going to stop and talk about every single card for the entire box because that would take hours, obviously. But I am in love with this card. Koala is one of the coolest leaders for this set. I'm a huge fan of her in general, and the support that she got, but this card is so cool. All right, Buggy Rosinante. Feel free to stop and pause, guys, if you guys want to read the cards, if you guys aren't familiar with them or you don't know what they do. This Zoro is killer. He was great for me in the actual pre-release event today. I'm gonna kind will ring the bell waiting for you. Seto. Mazurka. Kozaku Odin. Ooh, that's excellent. Sorry not to skip over this guy. I'm sure he's great. This Sabo is one of the cards that I'm actually short on right now for my finishing. Oh, nice. The Vinsmoke Reiju for the new Sanji deck. But this Sabo is one of the cards that I'm actually still was 2 copies short of, so maybe we can get that taken care of in this box, hopefully. We'll have to set the hits off to the side, and we will rip into the next pack. All right, that first one I was kind of a little slow on. I will be a little quicker. We've got a Dawn pack right there. You can see the back of that card right there. The green and white tells me this is the Dawn pack. If you're not familiar, Dawn packs also are always leader packs, which means that third from the back, there's also going to be a leader card in this, just a base art. So, Koala, Tashigi, which is a great card, and the Vinsmoke Sora, as well as the Dawn. I really like the Dawn from this set a lot. They're really, really nice. Dawn. Nice little Silver's Rayleigh on there. All right, so we will separate that out. The hits, or not the hits, but just the rares. Set my Dawn off to the side here. The rest of the pack, we have the hockey cards are super, super powerful. 2 of them in this pack, and then the Koala Leader that I was talking about earlier. I'll let you have a second to read that, and then we'll go ahead and go on to the next pack. Blue, green, yellow, blue, purple, red, green, red, leader card. All right. Last pack of this trio. Let's see what we're looking at here. Crocodile, super powerful card here for the Croc decks. I'm not sure how many of those are still really seeing play, but if they are seeing play, there's some nice support for them. Porio Ivankov, Edward Newgate. This card is crazy. Kunya, the Great Searcher for the Green Zoro deck. Ooh, that's nice. The Monkey D. Luffy that is being ran in Silver's Rayleigh. A very, very powerful card. All right, so 2 more stellar cards. Honestly, off to a pretty good start here. Nothing to complain about yet. Black, red, green, purple, black, black, red, and green. All right, next set of 3. Actually, let's go here first. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. You guys are a little close there. There you go. We'll see a little better. Ooh, there we go. All right. No alt leader on this pack. Let's keep tearing through. Kinemon, Django, Bella Betty, Buffalo, Zephyr, Trafalgar Lamy. I will make Whitebeard the king of the pirates. Crocus, Trafalgar Law. I love this card. Brochette Blow, an awesome card for Sanji. Sakazuki, and Monkey D. Garp. There is one of our hits for the box, gentlemen. Wow, that is really nice. Man, that's really super nice. Let's go ahead and toss a sleeve on that bad boy. Beautiful. We'll set him aside. There's one of our hits for the box. All right, let's keep it rolling. Man, this has been a really heavy start. That makes me a little worried that the last half of this box is going to be a little dry because we are hitting it hard right off the bat here. Oh, let's go. Wow, this is a good set of 3. Okay, let's not skip ahead of ourselves here. Buggy, Pacifista, Carne, Ice Block, Pheasant, Peck, Buffalo, Colors of Arms Hockey, Patty, Shimotsuki Kuzaburo, Jin, Konkeser, Charlotte Pudding, and then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the next card is the leader. Wow. Okay, this box was very obviously intended to be Blue Navy. It seems like there's a recurring theme here. That's kind of cool, man, to see that we got the KUZAN with that really, really nice GARP on the back, as well as the actual GARP card itself. Awesome. Yeah, nothing to complain about there. And if you're not familiar with the layout of a one-piece box, the alt leaders do not take away from the hit potential. So that means that there's still at least one more hit, not including an SEC or a manga or an SP or anything like that. So we still have some good potential. Oh, another Dawn pack. Okay, so the Dawn packs, they're a little less exciting after you've seen one, because after you've seen one, you know for sure what your Dawn looks like. We got the nice Rayleigh Dawn, which there's nothing wrong with that. And then let's go Isho, Hachan, Miss All Sunday, a very weird card. I really don't know if I like that card a ton, but that's all right. Nothing wrong with it. Lindbergh, great card for Koala, Ice Peck, Carmen, Zeph, Jaguar D. Sol. Where's my blue pile? I've lost myself. Oh, it's because I've got a pile over here. Another KUZAN, not the alt, which we'll just toss the leader over here. Kazuki Hiyori, this is the new searcher, or one of the two new searchers, I guess I should say, for Slash for the Zoro deck, and then the search event for Koala. Not a bad pick. All right. Real quick, let me go through and set all this stuff. Oh, crap. What am I doing? I did not put that in the rares pile. Okay. There we go. Crisis averted, everyone. This is that pack from the leader. I got distracted and did not put it where it goes. All right. That was that set of three. Let's move on to the next set of three here. Okay. Let's see here. So we can no longer hit a leader. So if you see me turn the pack around, it's just force a habit. I am a bad creature of habit, so I may still flip those around just to check, but I know there cannot be another one in this box. Carne, Baby 5, Shiki, Patty. We'll ring the bell waiting for you. Virgo, Buffalo, Shimozuki, Kozuburo, Buggy, my boy, Buggy, Koshiro. Oh, hey, here we go. I asked for another one and they gave it to me. And then the Shirahoshi SR. Oh man, this card is so nice. And it's really good in Shirahoshi. I just wish that the Shirahoshi deck was actually viable in any way, but that's all right. That's all right. Not every deck has to be, best deck in format, so can't complain too much. So we have now, just for a little bit of information about the layout of a box, for those of you that are not super familiar, because we've already hit an alt leader, one hit, and 2 Dawn. That means that all that is left of this box is the last hit. That being said, there could still be an outlier card like an SP. Okay, Hachan, Marshall D. Teach, Ice Block Pheasant Peck, Helmeppo, Full Body. I will make Whitebeard the King of the Pirates. Monet. Oh, that's nice. I hadn't seen that Monet. That's cool. I like that art. Douglas Bullet, Jimbe, and Sanji. This Sanji is so good for this blue-purple Sanji deck. It's so awesome. All right. Last pack of this set. We're going to kind of start to rip through a little faster because we are to the point in the box, like I said, that outside of a manga or an SP, we are pretty close to being done with the exciting part here. So, Django, Carne, Sintamoru, Inyarashi, Carmen, Two Sword Style Rashomon, Trafalgar Lamy, Jin, Hair Removal Fist. It's a fun little card. Sanji Leader. Oh, Leader Pack. Okay, so Leader Pack, so no hit, no problem. This 8-drop Doflamingo is really, really cool. A good friend of mine is going to play it in the Vegapunk deck, so I'm excited to see how that works out for him. All right, let's move packs over here a little bit here so we don't get them mixed in with our trash pile. And we are about halfway through the box. All right, X3, let's do it. Keep the ball rolling here. All right. Bello Betty, Barati. Oops, got my cards mixed up. Don't worry, guys, I'll get it. Miss All Sunday, Isho, one of the coolest Navy admirals we've ever seen in the show. To never doubt, that is Power Poker, Helmeppo, Color of Observation Hockey, Moji and Kabaji. I love that. I'm a big Buggy fan. Seto, another 8-drop Don Quixote Doflamingo. And, ooh, nice, the Color of Supreme King Hockey. Alrighty, that's that one. Let's see here. No, well, I already explained that there can't be another All Leader, and there I am still checking. Alright, Ponmatsu, Joribani, Trafalgar Lamy, will ring the bell waiting for you. Man, big stint of green, or yellow there. Gyakumaru, Duval, love Duval, the most handsome guy in the world. Koshiro, Inazuma, yep, Inazuma. Jaguar D. Saul, Shanks, and Monkey D. Dragon. Oh, I'm so excited for this card for Koala. And I think that I'm over my playset for this now, so I think I'll be able to hook up one of my buddies. I have another buddy that's wanting to build Koala, so there we go. Now I've got a 5th copy for him. Still no alt leader in the deck or in the backs that we can no longer pull an alt leader. I know that's shocking that, you know, every pack isn't an alt leader. All right, Kinemon, Shanks, Sentomaru, Karasu again. I love this card. 2 Sword Style Rashomon, Lindbergh, Carmen, Emporio Ivankov, Wiper, Kazuki Odin? Yeah, Kazuki Odin. Sorry, I'm not that far in the anime, guys, so please forgive me. My pronunciation is not perfect for all the characters I haven't met. Ooh, this card is so good, dude. So good. Blue Purple Sanji. Oh, man. Blue Purple Sanji pack right there. Boom. The Both Burst and the Sanji itself. Nice. All right, next set. All right. No alt leader. All right. Man, I should really try and knock that off. I should really try and kick that out of my system for doing that. Shiki, Inuyasha, Karasu, Poker, Ice Block Pheasant Peck, Bastille, 2 Sword Style Rashomon, Wiper, Monet, Nekomamushi, super cool character in the show. Ooh, another searcher for Zoro, and a Monkey D. Garp. This is the base art of the card that we pulled earlier as our one of our hits. So, as you can see here, this is the alt art and the base art. Really, really cool card, though. I know that KUZAN is going to be super popular as a leader for OP12 over here in the States. I know, obviously, it wasn't super successful over there. I think this is a leader pack. Yeah, leader pack. I know that KUZAN wasn't, like, the most successful deck ever in Japan, but I still think it's going to be popular, and I think that it could have a chance of doing some cool things here in the States. There's a Shock, Zephyr, Crocus, Morley, Silver's Rayleigh, leader card, Calgara, and Borsellino. Very cool. All right, next pack. All right. I feel like I saw a leader card, but we'll leave the suspense there. Jewelry Bonnie, Marshall D. Teach, Morgan, Virgo, Helmeppo, Ursa Shock, Moji and Kabaji. Hair Removal Fist. Don Quixote Rosinante, my boy. I spent the better part of this evening trying to get everything organized so that I can play this guy on my next locals night. I absolutely love this deck. Now, don't get me wrong, probably the worst deck in the entire set. However, I'm a huge Trafalgar Law fan, so for me, this is just the coolest thing in the set. Koala Searcher, and Luffy is the man who will become the king of the pirates. This event is crazy. This event and its subsequent leader are absolutely the scariest things in this whole format now that we are stepping into 12 on the American format. Let's see here. All right. Gotta be careful with the cards, but still rip the pack. All right. Crocodile. Rosinante. Baby 5. Buggy. Ooh, shoot. Buggy Duval. To Never Doubt. That is power. Man, big red stuff right there. Roronorazoro. Monet. Quina. Silver's Rayleigh again. And Leader Pack, which means we've got nothing. Luffy is the man who will be the king of the pirates. That's a great Sanji card. And Jinbei, a great Silver's Rayleigh card. All right. Next here. I'm waiting for me to be wrong. I'm waiting for me to get a double alt leader pack and be the, or the god pack or something crazy. All right. Shanks, Pacifista, Barati, Karasu, Bastille, Virgo. The extinguishes all sound created by your influence technique. That's very cool. Man, I love that. All right. Roronorazoro. I don't know why this card feels weird. This card feels like extra thick for some reason. Roronorazoro. Buggy. And then we've got Heck. This is maybe the best blocker. One of the best cards. It's funny because it's just a rare and it's like, it doesn't look that crazy off the start, but I really think this is one of the strongest cards in Koala right now. It's essentially, they've given black a Lucky Roo, but they've given us a Lucky Roo effect that is also tied to Revolutionary Army. And honestly, I'm not upset about that. As somebody that absolutely loves Koala and has really high hopes for Black Red Sabo for OP13. Spoiler alert, I guess, if you guys try not to keep up with sets as they're coming out in Japan. But yeah, that card has some really cool potential here in the future. Sentamaru, Inuyasha, Morgan, Rosinante, Carmen, Ursa Shock, Fool Body, Edward Newgate, Emporio Ivankov, another leader pack, and it is our boy once again, Rosinante, Don Quixote Rosinante. All right, and then we've got a Shakyaku. This is the card that I could not think of. I guess it is the Searcher. The alt of this is the card I could not think of earlier. I think it's that. Maybe it's the Boa. Maybe it's a 2-drop Boa. I can't remember. Whatever it was my hit from earlier today that I traded for towards that Jewelry Bonnie. Anyhow, all right, not a bad pack. Let's move on. We've got 2 more sets of cards here, so we're certainly nearing the end here. Hopefully, oh, you know what? We still have 1 more guaranteed hit in the box, so, let's kind of cross our fingers here. We could still have something awesome coming up here very soon. All right, Sentamaru. Man, I didn't think about that. 6 packs left, including this one. So we do have a pack, still have a hit in the box. Alvida. I will make Whitebeard the king of the pirates. Gyukimaru will ring the bell waiting for you. Carmen. Emporio Ivankov. I love this art so much. I don't know why. I just really like this guy. Kawamatsu. I love you. Oh man, this is so cool. I actually did not see much of this today, unfortunately. I still need, I think, 2 more of these. I guess they're uncommon. Maybe I just overlooked them. Kuzan. Ooh, this card is so good. So strong in the Kuzan deck for the leader we pulled. And the Boa Hancock. Here we go. Yeah, so this bow, it is this. Okay, so the alt art of this is one of the things that I traded towards my Jewelry Bonnie earlier. All right. And if you guys aren't, really into your local scene, you really should consider trying to be. It's just it's awesome to be involved in a local scene where everybody kind of trades and communicates and tries to help each other get the cards they're looking for. It's always really cool whenever, you know, like my local scene I know is really one of those scenes where nobody's looking up the value of cards. You know, obviously we know like something like this, obviously we know there's a little value there and we're not openly just going to throw it to the, you know, some guy that's favorite card is ace. But when it comes to like, hey, I'm a green player, like me, myself, I'm a big green player. So I got a lot of the green cards shuffled my way or offered to me in trade for stuff like I wasn't planning on building KUZAN, so I shuffled a lot of my Blue Navy support stuff. And it's really cool to be a part of a community where you can just not really have to worry about it, because as long as you're only worried about playing one deck for the set. Oh, this card is so gross. Hody Jones on an event is disgusting. I have really mixed feelings about this. I already think the leader is strong enough without it, and I think this is just unreal how strong this card is. Let's see if I can get it to focus so you can read it there. Gross. All right. But yeah, I think it's really changes your whole experience as a member of the community when you have a community where, you know, everybody's trying to take care of each other, make sure that everybody gets to build the deck they want to play. All right. Ipponmatsu, Pacifista, Django, Barali. To Never Doubt, that is Power, Poker, Lindbergh, Brochablo, Moji and Kabaji, Inazuma. Luffy is, oh, I hate to skip over that, but I just saw that. That is so awesome. Okay, Luffy, the man who will become the king of the pirates. Great card. Not trying to overlook this, but oh man, this Perona is so sick. I love this card. I love this art. Perona is one of my favorite characters in the show. Probably my favorite female character from the show. Her and Robin. And this card is so powerful, and this is my third, so I'm almost done with my playset without having to buy any, which is really, really nice. Hopefully I can pick up the last copy, or maybe I'm just going to speak into existence. One of the three of these has a hit in it, and maybe it's the Alt Art Perona. That'd be awesome. All right, let's get it done. Last 3 packs, guys. Into the pack luck, or into the box luck. That's what this is. Towards the end of the box, if you haven't seen your hit yet, that means your hit's going to be awesome. Let's go something fancy. Hachan, Baby 5, Don Quixote dos Rosinante. Oh shit, that's not a red card. Shiki, Zephyr. I Will Make Whitebeard the King of the Pirates. Trafalgar Lammie, Duval, Kawamatsu, Mizurka, Kalgara hit pack? No, KUZAN. All right. Had nothing wrong with that. KUZAN is super strong, and now I'm getting ever closer. Just keep getting closer and closer to getting my playset. So I almost feel like I might be able to get pretty close to building KUZAN now that I have that alt leader. I might as well think about it, at least. All right. Marshall D. Teach. Crocodile. Django. The Extinguishes All Sound Created by Influence Technique. Helmeppo. Ursa's Shock. Buffalo. Hina. I Love You. I needed that. Ooh, Trafalgar Law. I love this card. Another Rosinante Searcher. This is the first one you guys have seen me pull, but I actually did work out a way to get a full place of these today at my locals. So, last card. Could it be our hit? It is our hit, and it is Kuma. Let's go. Oh, awesome. Okay, that is excellent news, because I did not manage to pick up a single copy of Kuma from the event today, but that's all made perfectly okay now that I have pulled one here. Unfortunately, I still need 3 more because I like to play yellow, and this is a staple 4 of in every yellow deck that I can think of. But at least now we've got one knocked out of the way, so that's one less we've got to buy. That card is so cool. Gosh, I wish I was caught up on the anime. I see clips all the time. I'm trying to avoid the spoilers, but gosh, Kuma is such a cool character. All right, so there's our hits for the box. One less pack. That does not make this pack any less exciting. It just means that there will not be a hit. Oh, whoa, that's weird. The rip tab was, oh, I'm just ignoring the right part of the pack. Okay, last pack. Let's get this knocked out and then we can go over everything we got going on. All right, Kinemon, Martial Teach, Barati, Ipponmatsu, Color of Arms Hockey, Poker, Full Body, Roronorazoro. It looks like this might be a leader pack. Conquestor, Roronorazoro, Sengoku, and Koala, and that finishes our box. Okay, so let me get everything kind of cleaned up here just for a second. Purple cards, yellow cards, red cards, green cards, blue cards, black cards, green cards, and let's go over our hits. Okay, so we have the Kuma, which if you are not super familiar, there you are. Give you a second to read that. Go ahead and pause if you need longer. This card is an absolute staple in every single yellow deck that I can think of. Monkey D. Garp, a staple in blue KUZAN. This card is incredible. It's so powerful. It cheats out another big body and lets you draw a card in KUZAN, so you can essentially just dig deeper and put out a big body. And then KUZAN, the leader, to enable you to abuse your hand trash abilities, and also just the coolest Navy Admiral, or Navy officer for that matter, in the whole show, KUZAN. All right, so there's our hits. I'll go ahead and lay out kind of my hits for the day. The Ace SP, Jewelry Bonnie base art, Jewelry Bonnie the alt art, and then we have a nice little assortment of our rares and SRs. Man, I'm so excited about the Perona. The Boa Hancock is nice. You know what's crazy? I did not get a Dracula Mihawk in this whole box. That's surprising because they seem like they were pretty common and pretty popular. Man, the Sakazuki is so good. They were really pretty common at our event today. I felt like everybody pulled one. Anyhow, all right. So that is what we've got. Go ahead and leave me a like and a subscribe if you guys wouldn't mind. It would do me a lot of good. This is my first video on the channel, so I really appreciate you guys hanging out and watching and liking and subscribing, leaving a comment, all that stuff that kind of helps the algorithm find me. If you guys wouldn't mind, leave me a comment. Tell me what deck you guys are the most excited about and also your most exciting pulls from OP12, and I will see you guys on the next one.